I'm Dr. Trideep from UPS, going to present the biological CO2 capture and valorization as mentioned by Colonel Dev. It's a emerging uh, for the current scenario. However, let's proceed the slides. However, I will introduce about some of my work and then I will come to the biological. So, as we know that today's conference and worldwide the initiatives are being carried forward considering the CO2 emissions and its solution. So further to the CO2 for the CO2 solution, different governmental international approach are being initiated. Our government also promoting so many initiatives. Out of that, one is the funding to the project and funding to the startup or producing the entrepreneurial activity. Basically, if we consider the issue of CO2 and its solution, the thing comes that is the capture of the CO2. As per the physical or chemical method, there are mainly four kind of the process that we are adopting. One is absorption, another is adsorption, another one is membrane and cryogenics. In addition to that, one is going very first, that is the conversion, direct conversion, capture and conversion. So, I have been facilitated by my university. When I joined to the university, started a startup regarding that CO2 capture and utilization. It is my startup name is Ugreen Technology Private Limited. Basically, this is the facility that we developed in our university campus. It's a 1 ton capturing capacity. I mean the facility. Me with my student Gaurav Dwivedi initiated that startup. It around 4 years its age now. We have developed this one. Basically, it's a adsorption-based technology. What is going on here? Next slide. Yeah. What is the technology that we are adopting? Basically, if you know the bit of the chemistry, we can aware or we are aware about the structure of the CO2 that is very linear. Considering two different molecule, carbon and oxygen, having different electronegativity, because of its structure, it is non-polar or non-reactive. That's why if we see the natural process of mitigating the issues like SOx to H2SO4, NOx to HNO3, but CO2 is nowhere because CO2 is not a reacting gas. And the cause is its structure. So what we are doing here is the activation of CO2, mild activation of CO2 so that it become polar and it will be totally independent of the adsorbent material. So what we do, we just activate the CO2, capture with solid adsorbent, then do the desorption, and then we convert the CO2 to the carbon monoxide by electrolytic conversion method. So this process has been patented and it also has the international patent. For the petroleum and gas sector, with the SNAI project by Oil India, we were the first who did the POC at oil and gas sector for the carbon dioxide capture. That was done by Well Rajasthan, Dandewala field. Currently, we are having a direct air capture project with EIL, and with CI funded, we are going to do the flue gas capture and conversion in the Jubilant Ingravia facility. Apart from these, we are associated with various institutional organizations and various funding agencies that always help us to grow and give us the opportunity. Although we are in this capture and conversion and we feel that we are in a position that we can do capture and conversion very easily, but current challenges are CO2 being gas, there is no pipeline, there is no facility. The conversion that we are adopting, it is a carbon monoxide, it's a toxic gas, rather poisonous gas. But like the Coal India facility, I mean initiation, they are doing, with the GAIL, they are doing the syngas production, that is the CO and H2. However, the facility is yet to be developed. And other CO2 capture and conversion technology, if we compare, so we can think of the biological CCU. When we are thinking of the biological carbon capture and utilization, the first thing that we come in our mind is the photosynthesis. By photosynthesis, CO2 converted to the glucose, and the glucose is the key material that is huge helpful for the production of different fuel and other things, right? So, what is the biological carbon capture? It's a we use the organisms like algae, bacteria, or plants. It fixes the CO2 via photosynthesis, and there is a conversion of biomass into different products, right? Basically, if we think about the forest trees or higher vegetation, the growth is slow, low CO2 capture rate, and it needs a fertile land. Contrary to the tree or the higher vegetation, the algae, cyanobacteria, aquatic plants are getting importance because of their rapid growth, high CO2 capture rate, no specific land demand, no land fertility or something. However, always a larger aerial footprint is required for this biological solution. So, we are introducing a biological species very less explored or not explored, that is azolla. Azolla is a sustainable feedstock. We will compare that one with algae and cyanobacteria. The primary additional feature is that azolla could capture the nitrogen as well with the CO2, and its harvesting is very easier than that of the other, that cyanobacteria or algae. However, if we compare the rate of CO2 capture and conversion, it is merely similar, or in some cases it is higher than that of the algae or cyanobacteria. So, using the Van Sweat method, it has been observed in laboratory that algae can doubling the biomass within 7 to 10 days. Its cellulose content is 30 to 35%, hemicellulose 20 to 25%, lignin is 7 to 10, and lipid content is very negligible, that is 7 mg per gram. The point to be noted that the lignin content is very less, so that it can be easily converted to the biofuel. This is our approach that we are adopting. We are basically using the stacked photobioreactor model. We are growing the azolla, and we are harvesting and converting. So, although it was not intended, but we have seen that while the azolla is growing, because of the nitrogen fixation, the solution, the feed solution, it becomes alkaline. That alkalinity helps us to biomineralize the CO2. That is why the solution we have not to change, and we are just purging the CO2, and we are mineralizing the CO2 as an ammonium carbonate, because we checked that the production is the ammonia in the solution. It has been observed that the biomass is getting doubled within 10 to 12 days. As per the graph, it has been seen that if we are not using the CO2 or we are not purging the CO2, the growth of the biomass is not increasing too high. I mean, it is around 1 to 1.5 multiply. But if we using the CO2 purging, it is getting 2.5 multiplication. It has been observed that in case of the CO2 purging, all the pigment content, that is the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and the carotenoids are increasing with the time of purging by day wise. And if we check the starch content after purging the CO2, that is the mineralization as well as valorization, it has been observed that the starch content is also increasing. That can be observed by the iodine test, a normal starch iodine staining. Whereas it is not observable with the non-CO2 purge biomass. Whether the biomass are getting the lignin less the biomass we are getting from the azolla, we are again analyze some test. Nowadays there is basically the conversion of the biomass been done with the help of the enzymes. Nowadays I'm from the chemistry, so there are a lot of research are being approached, I mean established also, that the artificial enzyme. So we use the electrocatalysis without the normal enzyme for the conversion of the biomass to the sugar. And this has been tested in the lab that the cellulosic biomass can be converted to the sugar, and it is proven by the normal qualitative test, that is the Bandic test that we usually do in sugar test something. So that's all. Thank you. Any question, please ask.
Thank you, Dr. Sinha.